The Hawaiian Islands stretch across the Central Pacific for nearly 1,600 miles. These islands are the exposed peaks of an underwater volcanic ridge extending from the tropics to the coast of Russia. The 8 main islands all lie south of the Tropic of Cancer, directly in the path of the northeast trade winds. Hawaii's climate is the result of a complex relationship between the sun, wind, ocean, and the islands themselves. As the trade winds force moisture-laden air up the sides of the mountains, the air cools, forms clouds, and drops this moisture as rain. Rainfall on the windward side and slopes of these mountains can be 15 times or more than what falls on the surrounding ocean. The leeward plains and sides of these mountains are drier than the windward sides, sometimes receiving as little as 9 or 10 inches of rain each year. On the island of Oahu, 2 mountain ridges, each formed by a single volcano, lie perpendicular to the northeast trade winds. The rainfall caused by these ridges is the main source of Oahu's fresh water. Some of this rainfall runs off the surface into streams and is carried swiftly to the sea. Rainwater also soaks into the soil, especially where there's vegetation. Some of this is returned to the air through transpiration and evaporation. The remainder trickles down into the permeable volcanic basalt that is the bedrock of the islands. Once in the rock, the water may be trapped within the mountain itself by impermeable dikes formed where magma intruded into fissures in the volcanoes. Other rain trickling down through the rock over the course of many years reaches a layer of fresh groundwater, a freshwater lens, floating atop more dense salt water. Wells tapping this lens are Oahu's primary source of drinkable water. The rainfall that is the origin of most of Oahu's water depends on air forced over the mountains reaching its dew point. For the past few decades, average air and sea surface temperatures around the Hawaiian Islands have increased. We've also seen a decrease in the average annual rainfall. This may be attributable to an increase in the altitude at which the dew point is reached. If this trend continues, as it is predicted to do, Oahu's mountains will catch less rain, resulting in less water entering our aquifers. Current Board of Water Supply predictions are that Oahu's water usage will exceed the amount reaching our aquifers within the next 10 years. As ominous as this sounds, we believe that there is hope, and the key to avoiding this crisis is education. Our team's action plan is designed to make it easier to include water conservation as a regular part of the grade school curriculum.